and welcome here to TalkFCB, and welcome back to the channel, guys, where it is now official. Finally, Marcus Rashford has officially become a Barcelona player. He will sign on loan for the season from Manchester United, but there will be an option to buy in that deal. And I'm really excited about this signing here. It's one that has a lot of potential. There is a lot of opportunity here for both parties, Rashford and Barca, to benefit massively from this move. And coming up today, we're going to be talking more about him as a player, the type of player that he is. We're going to have more evidence on why Barca is exactly the fresh start that he needed. And we also have some really insightful quotes from the last Englishman to play for Barca. Gary Lineker has been speaking, and we are going to listen. It is all on the way. But what you need to know is that Rashford is officially here. But I would like to begin today's video, guys, by just saying this is coming to you courtesy of SofaScore. And no, don't skip yet, because yes, admittedly, I would like you to download the SofaScore app using the link down below, only because that really does help the channel. But not only that, I'd like to show you something on the SofaScore app, because if you come here to Marcus Rashford's career, you can see right here all the stats right throughout the seasons. You don't have to go too far, the 2022-23 season, to see he scored 30 goals in that season. But it's not that I want to show you, because if we come across here to additional, what you will be able to see here is the goals that Rashford has scored per season and the XG. And what you will notice there, for 2 out of the past 3 seasons, he has massively outperformed that XG. And I think what this really highlights is 2 things. Number 1, he can be an elite finisher. He genuinely can be. He is absolutely phenomenal. If you get him in front of goal, if he gets onto that right foot, he can cause massive danger. But I would say number 2 as well, he's not really been blessed with an abundance of chances coming his way. Over the past few seasons there, he's been in Man United teams that have really been labouring in the final third, not really being able to create too much. I think now in this Barca team, you think about the opportunities that he's going to get, the spaces that he's going to be working in, the positions that he's going to be taking up, the players around him, don't forget as well, the likes of Yamal, Raphinha, whoever's on the field, they're going to be taking attention away from Marcus Rashford. That is going to give him chances. That is going to give him space to operate in. And I think if he has that time and space in front of goal, he is undoubtedly a player who can take full advantage. But if we do indeed move on now to those really interesting Gary Lineker quotes when it comes to this move here for Marcus Rashford, and I would just say with Gary Lineker, I think he gives a much more balanced point of view than most of what you will hear from the media in the UK on this Rashford deal. It's obviously very significant as well, because Lineker has been in this exact position that Rashford is in right now, leaving English football behind in order to join Barca. And can I just say too, Gary Lineker did incredibly well in a Barca shirt. He scored 51 goals in 138 games across 3 years at the club, and he's still remembered very fondly here. And that's why I think his opinion is not only worth listening to for us, but also, I would say, for Marcus himself. Because Lineker said, I think that Rashford will do great at Barca. He seems to be in the right frame of mind, and this is such a great challenge for him. And I think Lineker there, he can understand how excited Rashford is here at the prospect of going to Barcelona, making that step. But like I say, not many people do. This is a significant moment here. Not many Englishmen have ever arrived at Barca. And Lineker did say, you know, obviously they already have such great players, Yamal, Lewandowski, Raphinha. It can be tough to play. But he did say there's so many games now. We've all said that. There's so many matches. You can't play them every game. And Lineker did go on to say there, although it's remarkable what he's doing at his age, Lewandowski is past his best now. And that is an interesting point of view there, because obviously here, Lewandowski, we know that he's not getting any younger. He is doing extraordinary things for his age, no doubt about it there in front of goal. But this could be his last season in a Barcelona shirt. And there are plenty of people that think that Rashford might actually get quite a lot of games in the number 9 role. That is also one of the reasons here why Flick has brought him in. He likes the fact that he can play centrally if needed as that number 9. We know that he can score goals. We've just spoken about his level of finishings. It's going to be interesting to see exactly where Rashford plays most, where he's deployed by Flick, but definitely as that number 9, especially with Lewandowski, you don't know how much he's going to play in the coming season. We started to see him subbed a bit more and left out a bit more last season. Will that continue this time around? It's going to be interesting to see. But Lineker said it is a good signing for sure for Barcelona. He said Marcus at his best is unbelievable. And he said that there with real conviction, almost like excitement as well. If you get him at his best, if you can really recapture the full talent of Marcus Rashford, he can be an absolutely unbelievable player. And I think we'd all agree with that. If you've actually seen Rashford in full flight, full confidence there in front of goal, you will know what he can do. You will know what he is capable of. But as it was rightly asked there to Lineker in the interview, can that happen though? Is he capable now of reaching that level again? And I thought it was a very good point from Gary Lineker. He said, look at the players who've left Man United recently. Look at players that you thought, they're really struggling. And then they've done unbelievably well elsewhere. He said there's something at United right now that's a little bit wrong. And players who've gotten away from that, they've often succeeded. And I suspect the same thing will happen with Marcus there. So getting away from that Man United environment, getting away from all of that noise, starting fresh, that is what he needs. And let me explain further why. Because honestly, guys, this is something that I've been really waiting to talk about in a bit more detail. Because can I talk for a moment here about the English media, about their love of building players up, building that excitement, building that hype, really piling it onto them, and then what they do, they tear you back down. It's what they've done. It's what they've done now for so many years, especially in sports. And you will often find, and this has to be said, they'll pick on certain players. There's certain players who get more grief from the media than others there. And especially when you look at the kind of numbers that Rashford has produced throughout his career, for both club and for country, of course, he is one of those where you're scratching your head and thinking, why are they so obsessed with him? Why are they piling on him? There are certainly plenty of other players, high-profile players out there, who have a lot worse times on the pitch. They have a lot more struggles. They've had worse seasons. They haven't delivered. And, by the way, they're doing a lot worse outside of the field than Marcus does. And I think a great example, right now would be Jack Grealish, just to pluck a name out there. He is also an England international. He's playing as well in Manchester, 100 million signing, don't forget. And of course he's had highs in terms of the trophies that he's won. But if you look at his output over the past 2 seasons now, he has been a disaster. And yet, the media don't mention it. The media in England, they will not even talk for a second about Jack Grealish. So this is what I mean. Some players here have a rougher ride than others. And I think here, we know that Man United brings extra attention. We know there's extra pressure there on the club. And of course at Barca, that pressure isn't going to change. But at least it's a fresh start for Marcus Rashford. At least it's an opportunity for him here to get out of that negative bubble. I think we started to see it last season when he went off on loan to Aston Villa. He started to feel more like a footballer again. It almost started the process there of just feeling confident again, feeling as though you can have that freedom in your play. And now he has a chance moving to Barcelona, moving countries, to give it his best shot, to be back at the level that we know he can produce. And like I've said before, there is nobody I would trust more than Hansi Flick to extract that from him. We can be excited. We can be looking forward to seeing what he can do. And welcome to Barca, Marcus Rashford. So that there, guys, is the celebration of the official confirmation that Marcus Rashford is now a Barcelona player. He has signed on the dotted line. And please do let me know your thoughts on everything that we have discussed in today's video there. What is your opinion on the way that Rashford was treated in England? Can he recapture his best self at Barca? Let me know all of that down below. And please don't forget to download that SofaScore app using the link in the description. That will really help the channel a lot. And I will see you soon with lots more on the way. But until next time, as always, welcome, Marcus.